Not like this match I'm about to see, though, between the final boss, XFinesse, versus Metro M.
Yeah, you're gonna have to see. XFinesse brought such intensity to that match to get up here against Narukami, but Metro M is, you know, always one of those players that does such a great job of stymieing that intensity. And furthermore, we're in top 8 now, which we're 3 out of 5. I don't know if anybody updated the lobby.
I hope so. There's been a lot of idle time, but anyway. But
Yeah,
in
I
any case,
asked
you know, we'll keep
accusingly.
count. We'll keep count, bro. We got y'all covered, man. There's no problem. Oh my goodness, the conversion off here into the corner. What's the move here? Buttons? No.
Oh my god, the flicker is gonna be a problem. But I definitely believe that Metro M can get acclimated to where on the screen they need to worry about that. Life about even here. We're gonna have to see, but XFinesse already exercising the difficulty of Claw to deal with anti-airs. I'm sorry, you're gonna have to contend with that. Do we have the damage in the back? How far are we gonna press this?
Excuse me? This character, bro.
Oh my god, into a frame trap at the back. It was still covered, had the bubblegum in that ditch.
Like a full, like, imagine staggering somebody without pressing a button. Like, you press one button and that bubble, like, literally just staggered the pressure through halfway across the screen. Ed is a character. He's a character.
Okay, wanted to get out of the corner, and they did manage to. XFinesse back to mid-screen, but Metro M doing a great job of bringing this damage up slowly but surely, catching out that CA. Nothing slow, certainly sure into that. Has a healthy life lead, went for a shimmy, nothing really comes of it. XFinesse goes for the backdash to try to, oh my god. I don't know how I feel about that V-shift.
Probably did preemptively. Well, like, hey, like, I don't know what type of pressure I'm facing right now, so let me just get out of this situation.
Okay, has the Rose in the back for that one touch confirm. Metro M answers back with a round for themselves. One round apiece here to open up our winner's side of top 8. Right? Kind of slow right now, but it's the strength of that flicker pressure. Jab into flicker. Metro M down about 50% life, and you thought you could take a turn, but no, it was me, EX Cycle Upper. One more touch will do it, and one more touch is found. XFinesse finds the stun. Do we have the damage in the back? There's one more bar. We have EX... no, we didn't have the damage in the back,
Wow.
but just cashing out with the flicker to close that one out. The first game is on the board for XFinesse, looking indeed like the final boss.
Yeah, they threw the flicker in the corner, knowing that there was a very little risk. He was like, hey, if you block it, you block it, the pressure continues. But, you know, if it hits, it hits. And is able to get that round right there. So going into game 2, this is a best of 5, by the way. So first one to 3. So XFinesse definitely in the lead right now. And you keeping up this pressure, like, it's definitely looking not insurmountable yet. Metro M is able to find pockets to where they're able to respond appropriately, but it's just so rough against a character like Ed.
Fighting that knockdown. Oh, it's a little bit unfortunate to end up with a back throw there. I have to imagine Metro M did not want to end up cornering themselves as closely as they did there. Try to force the way out a little bit, earn a little bit of space. V-trigger comes out.
Oh,
no,
wait.
Metro M actually caught out trying to swing. Anti-air works. XFinesse throws Metro M back into the corner. Has some plus frames. Even more plus frames. What did I say earlier in the set against Narukami? I said XFinesse is stellar at knowing exactly how to construct the frame traps. Doing just so again for the big counter hit starter to bring that sequence to conclusion. XFinesse gets around on the board in game 2.
Wow, actually misses that jumping medium right there and pays for it. Big life lead coming up from Metro right here. Metro M wants to definitely just don't take a lot of risk here. Be real non-committal, and this is the straw that breaks the camel's back every time. And you are going to be able to walk with this and try to get away from it, but it's able to get the angle off that and literally hit him with an uppercut to stop his advance. Okay, good crush counter. And the cycle upper, the EX, the bust out, and the grab. More damage mounting XFinesse looking to make this quick, fast, and in a hurry right here. Doesn't need that much.
Yeah, I mean, any hit will do it. Has the bar in the back, so any Toward Strong Fireball would do it. But the threat of buttons opens up the throw game. XFinesse 2 games up on Metro M. Now, I always say Metro M comes alive in 3 out of 5. Just that extra game to play with. Pay no attention to the fact that the lobby wasn't set 3 out of 5. Don't worry.
Yeah,
that
XFinesse
means
was
nothing.
confused. XFinesse, yes, XFinesse is definitely first to 3, so.
But yeah, Metro comes alive in 3 out of 5. Has that extra game to play with, and that usually makes a fair bit of difference for them, just in terms of getting more and more comfortable with the way their opponent is approaching the ground game. But XFinesse has just been so dominant and so difficult, it seems, for Metro M to start playing the game in the way that they want to, that I mean, I hope for Metro M's sake that they're able to use this extra game's worth of wiggle room and make something happen, but XFinesse just seems so comfortable.
Yep, and if there was any game for you to make an adjustment, then it is that game 3, right? Whether it be counter pick or game plan. XFinesse sitting comfortably in a 2-0 lead. Metro M trying to just find something, but these staggers from XFinesse and just the straight up fundamentals, the pressure from XFinesse has just been not answered at all from what it seems like from anyone in this bracket so far. And Metro M might look like another name in the long line of people who have had to face his wrath this bracket.
Getting away with that dash forward there was XFinesse a little bit too far away for the low forward, but like all of these low forwards, you know, if something doesn't come of it, it just puts you in that perfect spot for the flicker stuff after.
All right, no claw, so next interaction might hurt a little bit more than they wanted to.
Okay, V-Reversal earns Metro M a fair bit of space. We're gonna have the good knockdown situation. Metro M gets to be in the driver's seat a fair bit here. Wanted for the 3rd throw, but nobody gets 3. Right into the trigger activation. How many mix-ups is XFinesse gonna get out of this? Gets 1 more guaranteed. Empty jump low, and XFinesse is on set point, trying to make the cleanest of sweeps, trying to finesse their way into winners finals.
Just creating a large wall with that V trigger and forcing them to make a decision. Literally high-lowing them, just jumping and then literally going for the crouching kick right there, for the crouching medium, and just, wow, just creating a mess of a situation. XFinesse looking pretty all right now. Metro M just struggling to find the range to where they can get their offense started.
Okay, wanted to charge for the snatch there. Pretty greedy out of XFinesse. Not something that we've really seen from them. I think they must believe that they've gotten enough respect out of Metro M to be a little bit more cheeky. There's the activation immediately. Has to spend the EX bar, does Metro M, in order to get through and nullify it. And they do nullify it, but wow. That was a really tricky side switch situation there. Clipped with the empty low, and we have the stun in the back. Jesus, XFinesse!
They can pay. Make him pay for everything. XFinesse going for the throw here, not going to be able to get it, and the flicker pressure and the run-up EX Barcelona throw. Oh yeah, we got to get all of this.
EX gets the Izuna. What's the mix-up going to be? I will never be dissuaded. Throwing it straight out. Are you going to be able to contend with it? No.
Oh my God.
Metro M thought that they were out of the way, but smoked by the crush counter. XFinesse does get the clean sweep into winners finals.
XFinesse
Out here nowadays, but Mono, Sigma Male. I'm going to be really intrigued to see how Sigma Male is going to be able to meet the pace that Mono sets. Damn. HP, DP, right through the poison trap, off rip. That's the type of energy that Sigma Male is going to bring to the table. Okay, I'm happy to see it.
You absolutely have to. Mono definitely likes to dictate the pace of the game, especially with poison, and is daring you to get into his threat range so that way he can put these frame traps on you. And Sigma Male, not going to be having any of that, but unfortunately getting comboed, sent into full screen, and then poisoned. Here we go. Mono trying to get something started.
Nice out of Sigma Male, gets that confirm off the low forward. Still has this super dominant screen position, but now poisoned on the back foot. Has trigger activation if the opportunity arises, but they really need to finally gets the poison off of them. Still manages to have the life lead, but it's just the longer these sets go, I don't think that anybody's really managed to do enough to stall out what Mono manages to make happen when everything slows down.
We'll be back soon. Gonna run these ads.
Here we go. Poison still taking the toll on it, but Mono still holding steady and is able to just get that round. Couple of jabs, really just willing to not overcommit, knowing, you know, doing that against Ken, big no-no.
Oh my god, even in all of these spots, right? Like, Sigma Male is trying to take their turn in a lot of these pockets, but Mono is completely comfortable. Like, yeah, even a trade is okay for me, because the goal for me is to get to a spot where the poison is on and we slow everything down, and then just to rest for like 20 seconds. Mono manages to weather the storm, get away from being stunned, has that poison applied, and what did I say? Out of the corner, you were trying to close the gap again, and it's like, no, the poison is on, here's my win condition. Keep you out until I'm in the lead, and then you're gonna mess up trying to get back in order to close the gap.
We see it over and over, Sigma Male just constantly trying to use like that running kick, that B skill, to try to just stay under or stay within Mono PR's hurt boxes right here, and literally, yeah, that sprint back and forth, literally doing the job it's supposed to, and going to tie up round for round going into this final round of the first game.
Okay, wow, I cannot believe that anti-air connected. I was so ready for that jump into work, but I mean, Fang's anti-airs are not bad. A life lead here for Mono, about a 50% life lead with Sigma Male stuck in the corner and poisoned. Has V-Trigger on deck, but when, if at all, are they going to bust it out? You need to be mindful of, like, there's definitely going to be an EX reversal the second that bar is on the table from Sigma Male. If Mono gets in the driver's seat again, finds the V-Trigger activation, though, and is able to start to drive this game back into their favor here. Sigma Male, but smoked out by the EX hands from Mono's Fang.
They're literally, he stopped his V-Trigger activation short just to make sure that he gets the full combo. Wants to keep the bar, and he's definitely going to need it if he hopes to overcome this big whiff on that one, man.
Was that a punish? I didn't see counter hit, but I think that was a punish that must have caught out Sigma Male on the recovery there. And when he landed from that V-Trigger, that is absolutely insane. What a great bait from Mono if he had used a different tool in that spot, because I think that was a reaction out of Sigma Male. It's just it didn't have the vortex effect, and Mono chose a move that pulled him back.
Oh, that's
oh,
right.
No.
Wow, combo optimization from Mono. The hits just keep coming. The poison's still growing.
Yeah. Oh my god, and they don't stop coming. Jesus. Drops the stun combo. Who even cares?
Gets it anyway. This man right here going for getting American resets. And yay, Uzis. They're not long enough.
Looking so strong right now as Mono, and I don't want to discredit Sigma Male, but I feel like there's elements of what Sigma Male is trying to do that we saw Punk trying to do in the same character matchup that didn't end up working out there when Punk played it. And I think Sigma Male is definitely, I think, being more aggressive than Punk was, but I think the footsie game is not looking as strong as Punk's was, and it's in a spot exactly like that, right, where they were trying to go for like fierce DP through stuff to use the anti-fireball properties, and it's like, nope, you're not in the right spot, you're just a little bit too far away.
Here we go. And this is one of the first times. I think this is actually the second time we've seen that V-Trigger connect. Mega the third time. Big connect on that. Little top 2 for meter and the throw into the corner. Does he go for it again? No. Gives him a little room to work with. Yeah, I think he's trying to bait him into space.
Okay, that worked out for them, but I'm a little bit hesitant to, you know, give people credit for backing off against Mono, because what ends up happening in all of these spots is it gives Mono room to breathe, and it's hard. Like, you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. You either overcommit too much you need to stomp the neck while you have the life lead, which
I
is
agree.
exactly what Sigma Male is doing here. Because if you don't and you give Mono the chance to make that comeback, now you need to get back into him. You can't really slow down and sit on your laurels against Mono the way
Yeah.
that you might against other players on defensive characters. Thankfully, Sigma Male did not do that, closed out that game, and it is now 1-1.
Yeah, foot on necks when you play against Fang, just in general. You always have something working against you when you play against that character, specifically because of the poison. It's always a ticking clock. So you need to make sure that, hey, it's like until always restomp the groin. Okay, well, kick a man or kick somebody when they're down was up, Eddie. Like I'm in agreement with you, but you know, maybe not too excessive. I'm lying. Anyway, Mono gonna be tied up with Sigma Male 1-1 here in this matchup. And as you were saying earlier, Brad, like you said, it has to be just foot on the gas when you play against a character that has just something active working against you.
Press the issue. I love that Sigma Male is really representing throw super early. It's that other thing that I feel like it took Punk until game 3 to really find, like, oh, okay, especially mid-screen, I need to throw.
Yeah, it's that strike throw we talked about, right? Like you see them blocking all my normals, and like really out of the third interaction, by then it's like, all right, I think I've conditioned them for a throw. But for a lot of matches, we haven't seen that come early enough, as you said. Yes, sir. A whiff punish for the V-trigger activation. Gonna get a full convert right here into the corner.
Oh.
Trying to autocorrect DP, but it didn't reach.
Real shame. The poison is now applied. That's gonna, over this span of time, gonna be a big equalizer. Sigma Male does not have the resources in order to try to close this gap right now. Poison is still ticking, but there is no V-trigger available. Mono's not gonna have the damage, but it's gonna be one more touch. Are we gonna be in range? Yes, we are. We do find the punish. Mono takes the first round of game 3.
Yeah, you know, Fang got them stretch Armstrongs for sure. So with DP punish, that was going to be no problem for them. Going to be moving on to the next round right here. And Mono looking in great control. Going to get that jump in.
Oh, back throw just like that. You're cornered. Sigma Male has the advantageous screen position, even if they don't have the life lead. Gray life a little bit, but really trying to cheat in on this range, and Mono does such a great job of capitalizing on these spacing traps, right? Like there's such a wide degree of space in front of him where Mono can choose to control, and the variable timings in which he can choose to control it, between when he places the trap versus he uses a button, which button he uses, it all makes it super difficult to feel comfortable in how you approach him.
Oh, wow. What a jump in. No, sir. Okay, we're trading blow for blow right here.
I didn't even see that corpse hop. Mono, wow, teleports to the other side. I swear to you, I did not see it. Neither did Sigma Male. Mono up 2-1 over Sigma Male.
Has the technology. Fang is a scientist.
He is.
Has the tech. Said, look, I can appear over there. It's just not my specialty.
You know which side he showed up on? He showed up on the second side.
Oh man, not like this.
Oh, what
no.
a bait! That's
Yeah.
it. It's done. I'm calling. If Mono's pulling out that type of shit, that's it. No disrespect, Sigma Male, you're done.
That man said, Amazon package, take it back.
I don't even know what side that was on. I don't know how that wasn't a cross-up. Sigma Male's been churning butter since the round started, I swear to you.
Had to have been. I'd be freaking out too. The second heavy DP we've gotten out of them after the EX, and not even gonna get that whip punish off that. Now seems like it's a matter of time for the mad scientist Mono. The footsies, size 17 right there, on a 7-foot man.
Yeah.
Fang.
It's a matter of time because I already called it. It's over.
Uh-oh. Brad Damas, he's seen the beginning and the end. He's the alpha and omega of Street Fighter commentary, ladies and gentlemen. Sigma Male going through it.
Oh, you said of
unfortunately.
commentary. I was like, the alpha's in the bracket. Maybe
Yeah.
I can be the omega, but the alpha's in the bracket. Damn! Damn, Mono! Floating over the fireball? Tell me how you really feel.
No one home for that. Take that
Big
back.
punish.
Now move. Yo, the lockdown right now.
And
from
just
Mono.
backing up. Trigger activation. How far is Sigma Male going to be able to push this? Mono has V-trigger, but I don't know when he might choose to activate it. Oh, exactly then. sending up the poison. This life lead is slowly but surely getting stronger. That V-trigger means that Mono wins the zoning game against Sigma Male 2, and a big whiff punish, just swatting this man out the air. What even traded?
I think
Was that standing short trading with the fireball? Are you kidding me?
That man did standing short, a couple of pimp slaps and a handshake. Get me into top. Get me in the top 4, my brother. Oh my goodness. Winners go.
Love it. Winners finals, Mono versus XFinesse. Starting off strong with the sweep. And what's wild, like, I'm really intrigued by this matchup because I feel like XFinesse has been an offensive powerhouse all night that's done a stellar job at dismantling people's defense. And Mono has been doing a fantastic job of finding every ounce of breathing room in people's offense and making sure that he can find every opportunity for a comeback. So what's going to happen here when the unstoppable force meets the immovable object? Shout out to Shadow Royalty with the 39 raid. Thanks, everybody. Welcome to our winners finals.
Definitely not going to be any type of like surrendering on either front. Mono has been known to literally turn it on last minute, and these guys are going at it. Oh my goodness.
Wow, off of that whole sequence, Mono slightly on the back foot, but still has V-trigger available. XFinesse at about 50% life. Trying to weather the storm. Wow, XFinesse is actually playing something of a zoning game here with the fireball. Slowing Mono down in that way. Mono has to wait, try to find the spot to sweep activate. How is he going to contend with the V-trigger? Oh, just like that. Oh my god, he almost gets out. Wow. I thought for sure Mono had gotten out. Didn't want to have to commit to the command dash on the ground in order to get through, so went for the cheeky air movement. But XFinesse so ready and earns that first round on the board. If that's representative of this winners finals, we're in for a great set.
I can't believe that kick reached. Unbelievable. Oh man. Back in the mid screen right here with the grab, using the coward crouch to bypass the fireball, put him in position over here in the corner. Mono just letting the poison do a shot right here. Good convert, trying to put him in the frame trap. Ooh. Waiting for the uppercut from XFinesse and still putting all that damage on him.
Yeah, here's the problem is the poison is not a win condition in and of itself. He wanted to get out of the way. Damn, the flicker pushes him so far that XFinesse earns another shot. Has to use the EX command dash on Wake Up in order to get away from everything, and off a little shimmy situation there. Mono does find the back throw. Obviously, Fang must have a better grab range than Ed in order to make that one out.
Man, what a scramble. Jeez, between these two characters right here.
Okay, crouch jab starter there for XFinesse, just trying to ensure that they keep whatever advantage that they're able to get. Okay, just stealing out the turns with EX hands. Maybe one touch for stun. I don't think a throw stuns, but a combo starter here would stun, but the poison just taking away. That's one of the things about Mono. If the poison stack is on, like, the game slowing down is completely okay for him. It's like, yeah, who cares about stun? You lost so much life in contending with the poison that it's not going to matter. Are we going to do a mix-up? Yeah, Mono's going to take a throw
into the corner, and yes. And the crazy thing about this is that he's letting, like you said, letting the poison do all the work for him. And while doing most of this stuff, really saving most of his resources. We really don't see Mono like pop V-trigger all that often, and is able to use the V gauge to just really use that bar for defensive situations.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And it's all of those things that lend itself to this style. I think the only problem here is that, you know, Mono has to make the decision in times like this. Do you close or do you go for the timeout? Going for that standing short, there's the activation. Now keeping the poison stack on, so there's always a threat, and he's backing off. Completely comfortable being like, yeah, I'll play for timeout. I have the life lead, so you are going to be forced to try to close this out. And that's when you see Mono make the switch to, like, standing short. Standing short is his money closer button under 30 seconds.
Yeah, and we see that literally because so many win conditions were in his favor, he was willing to throw out that low button to be like, hey, like, even if we trade, like, I'm still going to win. It doesn't matter.
All right, 1 game up for Mono here in these winners finals. Still cycling in that standing short much more because it needs the faster button in order to try to make some stuff happen. Damn, XFinesse overcommits to the cycle upper and gets punished for it. And it's those things, I mean, the first round that Mono won in game 1 won off of XFinesse committing and getting baited to an EX cycle upper. Oh, that throw range working out so great for Mono in this matchup.
Wow. I thought he switched sides on that. I got absolutely terrified for XFinesse just now. I still am. The poison.
Oh my god.
Work.
I don't even, you know, he doesn't even have to care about that damage because he still has the life lead. It's still a one-touch game. I lied. That's only true if you do not hit buttons on your wake up. But instead, Mono hit buttons on his wake up and surrendered what, like, could have been fine. But I guess in that, no, throw wouldn't have killed. Maybe throw kills.
Mono kind of just playing at their pace at the moment. Little grab. And XFinesse able to win that last exchange to put him in advantage right now. And literally, like, just throwing these buttons. Doesn't want to overcommit on this exactly because he knows that if Mono runs away with a lead, it's going to look very, very bad for him.
Yeah. V-shift back. XFinesse is surrendering some V-gauge. Accidentally corners himself with Mono. I love the presence of mind from XFinesse to go for the throw tech there. Understands that a back throw is a really high-value play out of Mono in the corner. It's Poison doing so much work. We need we need someone to track the statistics of how much life Mono takes just off of Poison per round that he wins.
Yeah. You said we let the work smarter, not harder right here.
Exactly.
Honestly, if I have just something that gives me active DOT, then there's no need for me to just rush some stuff. This situation right here, though, definitely gonna have to pop V-trigger to get a little bit more poison going. Oh, wow. And off the scramble is able to just sit back.
Okay, this is huge. This is really anyone's game right now. Oh, that almost comboed, but the EX hands through. EX hands is the other fantastic choice that Mono brings out all the time that really smokes people. In all of these scrambly situations, Mono has a great sense of when to represent that tool.
Every time. And even though he doesn't get, you know, doesn't get the down punch off that, he still is able to just like knock him out of the air off that, and just all this blocking pressure and then the poison to top it all off.
Now see, I don't like if you're not going to get the down punch, I don't think it's worth the bar because, I mean, maybe you end up with the frame advantage still, but it's just, I don't think it's worth the damage for the bar. Rush counter starter here for Mono. Is he going to be able to press the issue? No, doesn't go for the command dash to go far enough to get out of the corner. V-trigger is on deck for Mono. Oh, max range! Wow. Wanted the chase down, we're not going to get it. Plus frames up the coward crouch, even more plus frames. V-trigger comes out. Oh my god, Mono trades with a fair bit of the V-trigger with his own EX. Manages to thread the needle and not get smoked by the up kicks that time. V-trigger off the board, throw everywhere.
And double crouching light punch. Oh my god. XFinesse on the board. You were right. Called it, Brad. Fortune teller Brad. This is going to be one banger of a set.
Sometimes I know things about stuff, let me tell you, and I knew this was going to be a crazy back and forth set, but I'm thrilled at how it's looking right now. Both of the ways that these players are trying to acclimate around each other, it's just so intense. I'm like, I wonder how much they're both just playing in the pocket versus, you know, really trying to read into what the other is doing, just because it's so high octane. I mean, I as a mere mortal cannot comprehend how you make adjustments in the pace that these two are playing.
Unbelievable. Mono.
What a whip punish.
Yep, and we got the V skill 2 going to try to bypass that poison. And here we go, and we've seen so many times Mono literally use any type of defensive measure, and like the coward crouch and the V shift to literally just try to get out of that situation to make sure they don't get the full screen pressure.
Ooh, I like that out of XFinesse, but the poison still stays on the table, and you're not gonna find it that time. Oh wow. I I feel like Mono should have been able to get something more guaranteed out of that, but that's fine. We'll take the back throw. As long as you close out the round, that is fine. Mono takes the first round of Game 3 in our winners finals. Crouching strong anti-air, okay. Hands again. Mono is looking a little bit more comfortable in this game. I think maybe he's getting more acclimated to where he needs to play the spot on the screen that he needs to be comfortable. There's a little bit more of that standing short. There's a little bit more of forcing the fireball game out. And, like, look at the way... I don't think Mono's hit him once. I think this has just been poison for damn near 40% of XFinesse's life.
Here we go. XFinesse kind of pushing him in the corner right here, going for the fireball, and the fireball just being nullified and literally just getting pushed back into the middle of the map right here. Mono putting on the pressure, and once again, the poison incoming, and fireball going to be able to fly right over it, and going to be able to get the punch off that kick right here, and pretty decent conversion, but still, Mono putting on the pressure right here. The poison, a lot of it still just decreasing life.
For Mono to have come out of XFinesse's V-Trigger and still have the life lead and now be in this dominant position is stellar. Another bait on the EX Psycho Upper. Mono takes Game 3. It is up 2-1 now in the winners finals, and XFinesse is certainly the one that needs to make a change now. Mono is looking so much more comfortable. I said at the top, right, that XFinesse has been surgically dismantling defense, and Mono has done a great job of deconstructing offense to find out where he can find breathing room. They've switched hats right now. Mono is doing a great job of getting a sense of XFinesse's defense and getting out every little dub that he can. I think XFinesse needs to bring a different intensity to the game. Speaking of Chalapir, look at that, right? Mono finding these frame traps and spacing traps now in his own favor, dismantling XFinesse in the corner. That's going to be the stun.
We're going to set up the frame trap instead, going for the, oh my goodness, I don't even know what was going on.
Was there a reset in that? I have to watch on the playback. There was a reset in the middle of that, I think.
Mono, you madman. He's just a kid. He's just a boxer.
All right, well, that is set point now for Mono in order to take this winners finals, move on to grands, forces the up kick to whiff, which has been such a consistent thing now for Mono. And XFinesse is seeming really uncomfortable with that element of the game. Just keeps the coward crouch, not forces the issue. Not even upset that he cornered himself because he's removed the V-trigger from the table.
Way, way better in my opinion. And that he literally just makes sure that no obstacles are in between me and XFinesse right here. But XFinesse literally using every resource to try to get back into this game right now. Oh, but gonna be the activation station off this. Here we go, more poison. The side switch. Oh my god.
The combo, the mix-up that's only a mix-up in V-Trigger because VT1 turns the V-skill into a real fireball, enabling a cheeky left-right as Mono takes the dub and moves on to grand finals. XFinesse drops down 10.
Does he have V-Trigger? Does he have V-skill too? I love watching that. No, gonna go for the 1-1 right here, which, you know, I definitely agree with. So Sigma Male gonna go Ken. Oh no, no one home for that baby.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the things that these Shoto players are doing a lot now against these Fireball characters is really trying to leverage that fierce DP's anti-Fireball properties. And we saw that represented from both Punk and Sigma Male against Mono, but not going to work out as well here. I mean, Ken doesn't extend his hurt box as far forward. Man is nowhere near as tall as Fang.
A little grab loop in the corner out here from Sigma Male. Gonna be activation station where Luke is definitely most dangerous, but not dangerous here. He says, I'm one of the OG Shotos around here. Watch and learn. Let me show you how it's done.
Like, you think you're the future of Street Fighter? You got to know your history, my guy. Trying to take their turns, keeping it comparatively slow right now, but a nice towards roundhouse starter there for Sigma Male, slowly inching Punk back to the corner, checking the dash with the jabs, and that back throw gives Punk the corner control that he so desperately wants.
Yeah, definitely going through the strike throw game here. We see that he's blocking a lot of my advancing moves, so we gotta break you out of this defense.
I love Sigma Male's hit confirms. I feel like there's been much, like, outside of the V-trigger situations that we saw in the matchup against Mono, I think their low forward confirms have been stellar.
Here you go, still just knocking at the door right here.
Oh,
and
speaking
yes,
of low forward
that's
confirms.
that's a confirm. Oh my goodness. Karen Kanzuki much? Not gonna do it here.
Yeah, you can feel that it's not Karen because Karen would have killed, but that's fine. We're plus on whiff there. What's wild about that is, like, if Punk had walked a pixel closer, they just would have teched and been back to neutral. But because Punk undershot it, it turned into a shimmy.
I just staying at distance right here. Just staying right inside the distance of that medium punch, that standing medium from Luke. And then you get the crouching medium, and then you're able to go in the target combo and just create another Oki situation.
Right, there's that target combo into the Oki situation as you were speaking to, this time for Punk. But Sigma Male gets the sweep, has Punk back up against the corner.
Sigma Male, trying not to overcommit here, press the issue. Good GP off that, and yes, another conversion in the corner off that small shimmy, but the bust out from Luke. Oh yeah, we're gonna get all this.
Yeah, you thought you got another dash. You absolutely do not. Sigma Male has the checks on the dashes. Is there going to be another bust out from Punk? Yes. You knew it. I knew it. Sigma Male knew it. Closed out the game. Sigma Male takes first blood in losers semis.
Now this is a first of 5, right? So, I mean, first of 3. My bad.
Yeah.
This is a first of 3.
Damn,
so
first of 5? You trying to commit my entire evening?
My bad, bro. We both got stuff to do. Excuse me. So Punk does have an opportunity for change here. So, you know what I'm saying? You do have, you know, a couple more games under your belt. Just Sigma Male kind of got the better of you over there in the corner. So.
Okay. The way that they're, you know, just trading, he's so easily trading turns with one another. But the shimmy works out here for Punk, has Sigma Male back up against the corner. Counter hit starter. How far are we going to be able to press this? One more touch for stun. Oh my god, the same little shimmy situation off of the throw whiff.
Okay, let's be real. That's not all right. That's not
That
okay.
was messed up. That was messed up.
That was an R-rated movie, man, and I did not have admission in this. This is crazy. My name is Luke, and I melt health bars.
Absolutely, right? Is that he's trying to do some Street Fighter 6 damage. Throw starter there for Punk. Has Sigma Male backed up against the corner, really fishing with this low forward already. And you have to be so worried about it. Once Punk starts fishing with the low forward, it's like, one of the best in the biz. But as I say that, overcommits. But Sigma Male does not punish in the way that they mean to. Punk is going to be able to close out the round and the game. One game apiece here. And, I mean, Punk overcommitted with the low forward into the EX Flash Knuckle, but Sigma Male overshot his V-skill run and gave Punk another chance.
And we saw how quick Punk literally just turned the switch on to make sure that they stayed in the game. So, and I agree with Pimp Daddy Kane 689. That EX was a statement. I 100% agree. So, him saying that, look, bro, it doesn't matter what you got planned. I always have the answers. I got Capcom Cup in less than a week away.
Right?
It's time to get sharp.
Trying to be ready. That's why the Luke is here. Dusting off the cobwebs. They're like, all right, I might have to pull this one out. Nice confirm up that low forward. I see even people in the chat even notice, and they're like, damn, both these players, their confirms are absolutely insane.
Here we go. Wow, and just double crouching light here, attempting to go for the tire combo, not going to be found here. And Sigma Male pushing to the other side. He says coast to coast to coast, get you a passport.
Just a little bit of ball left.
Yeah.
No, overcommit. Sigma Male's going to eat a whole bunch of damage for this. How far are we going to be able to press the issue? Finds the regular throw. What does Punk still have in the tank? Another regular throw. This is a big problem. Just backs off, but Punk doesn't have the life lead. Oh, okay, now he does.
But by barely. So here we go. And why not? I mean, I have the lead. Might as well full screen fireball. Like, there's nothing you can do.
Yeah, that's tough. I mean, Sigma Male sincerely had nothing, right? Like, even as far away as you were, like, Air EX Tatsu wasn't going to do it even. EX Fireball loses the V-trigger. it was a losing battle as long as Trigger was on the table for Punk. And Punk knew that, so they weren't going to squander that resource.
Yeah, Punk knows.
No confirm off that low forward. Oh, no. They deliberately didn't confirm because they wanted the back throw for corner position.
Here you go, Sigma Male. Got him in the corner right where you want him, and this is a situation where I was gonna say Sigma Male has been caught by Punk, so maybe the tables are turned right here. But V-trigger activation from Punk and the strike throw game coming into fruition right here. Activation station, and not gonna get hit with the Gatling, but gonna be safe for now. V-trigger activation on Sigma Male's side, little trade right here, and gonna be able to get that convert.
Nice closing out of that round there from Sigma Male. Gonna have to see who's gonna draw first blood for 2-1 here in this set. A nice, strong starter for Punk, but thought they were a little bit closer to the corner. Sigma Male had the presence of mind to walk back and confirm up that low forward. Now Sigma Male has the advantageous screen position, and life is about even. This set is so even.
Man, I like this type of Street Fighter. I didn't pay, you know, initial retail price to block. So let's get it. Here we go. In the corner.
Press,
Push
there's that
advantage.
confirm
Oh,
off
yes,
the low
sir.
Forward. Do we have the damage off of this? No, we need one more touch. We were a little bit too far away to maybe get anything else off of it. And it's the same situation. Punk doesn't even care. Damn, you didn't even need to do that. I love that Punk was like, I can walk all the way back. And then Sigma Male started walking. It was like, or can I? And dashed all the way back at him. It don't even matter. I can kill you from over here. I can kill you from right there. It don't matter. 2-1.
Let him walk back all the way, and then didn't even check the dashes. Like, didn't even check the second dash, and it's just like, why are you playing like this? And he's like, cause I'm the alpha, and I dictate the way the match goes. Bypassing the fireball with the DP, very well done. Oh my goodness, another massive convert off the V skill, and this is going crazy right now. Sigma Male with an answer of his own though.
Oh, he shifts back. Punk really wants to keep this position here. And I like that Punk is really honing in on what's working. Get Sigma Male in the corner, close it out, get a life lead, and then once you get V-trigger, you just use that for the checkmate, and you close in the trap. Just like that. Has trigger, but still has the life lead. So here we go. You end up in the spot now. We're going to press the issue. Has the CA in the back, so none of this other stuff even matters. Because that should be enough to kill. In fact, it is, and it is now set point for Punk.
Punk was looking at that meter. Was like, hey, after this combo right here, I definitely have enough, so I'm definitely gonna use it just to seal the round. And here we go into the corner for here. Sigma Male, little conversion, trying to get them on the other side, going coast to coast here. Not getting a lot right here, but you know, we got to find some way to stop this man Punk's momentum off this.
Back throw from Punk at Sigma Male in the same corner position that's been so problematic for him. No crosscut. Oh, we didn't even want the crosscut because we wanted the back throw. The screen position is more important. Nice confirm off the low forward by Sigma Male. Pushes it back to mid-screen off the 1 bar. And Sigma Male's playing so intense now, has really dialed up the aggression in order to try to bring this back in their favor. And I love it. It's working out decently well for them. Oh, wasn't ready for the back throw reset.
This man's reset him with
You're done.
back, bro.
Okay, you should have been done, but I don't know if Punk dropped the combo into confirm or if they went for like a reset because they didn't want the V-trigger scaling, but...
In any case, Sigma Male's definite last chance here. Gonna get the EX, into the flash knuckle right here. Oh, that cake don't bake, dog. Good big damage on the way, but dropped it.
Oh my god, I don't overcharge, undercharge, I'm not quite sure, but the financials did not work out there. Somebody's got to check the bank statement. Catches the forward dash with his own low forward, has the CA in the back though. This is going to be such a huge lead, but Sigma Male has BT and nearly has CA. This is, okay. It's not impossible, but it's going to be tough. And if you're checking the dashes, it becomes impossible very quickly. Sigma Male out at 4th, and Punk earns the loser's final spot against XFinesse.
And Punk has been making his way through the bracket since losers round 1. Beat Kaba, beat Metro M, and now has beat Sigma Male, and is going to fight XFinesse And the way that they were playing around in that first game.
The production wasn't ready for it. Punk versus XFinesse, the two futures of Street Fighter. Don't get it twisted. I have every expectation that Ed was supposed to be like a big story beat of Street Fighter 6. They may still be.
Right now, the only beat that XFinesse is worried about is the one that is being dealt to him right now. But he is rectifying that quick fashion in a hurry. The flicker jab pressure over here in the corner. But here comes Punk, V-trigger activation, and with a lead, that might be checkmate here pretty soon.
Okay. XFinesse trying to keep Punk locked down in the corner, has that V-trigger active, so Punk has a fair bit of damage available to him if any of these hits connect, but contending with the flicker is going to be a problem. Damn, those jabs. Wanted for a shimmy, nothing comes of it. Okay, we get the starter here. How much damage do we have in the back? Is it going to be enough? Yes, it is! Punk steals away that first round.
Automatic. He knew he got that that crouching medium. He knew. He was just like, yeah, bro, I'm going to be... I know I have enough in the tank to get this round, so... Nobody home for that overhead, buddy. But this grab into the corner is going to set up a lot of nice things. Plus frames incoming. You have to hold it.
Right, Punk in the driver's seat here has XFinesse on the back foot, spending that bar for an extra turn. Recognizing the throw game is an important factor here. The standing medium kick starter. Oh, has the space to V-shift, V-break, but actually gets smoked out. That is so much damage for committing a V-shift, V-break. That was 50% life on a V-shift punish.
We already told you. We already said XFinesse is the Dark Souls boss, so he definitely going to hit like one. But a lot of gray life on this, so but able to get all of that, and might be 0 hour right here. Might be going into a round 3, and yes, the footsies.
That round was crazy. There was a second there when Punk was at 1 pixel on the back foot in the corner, and XFinesse had so much gray life that it was still sincerely a one touch. That was nutty. Big jump in from Punk, and actually manages to get the side switch off of that jump in as well, so has XFinesse on the back foot up against the corner, and baits the EX Psycho Upper. That should be the round. No, overcharges the Flash Knuckle again.
Happened out that one hit activation, but bypasses it, and he's still gonna get the block right there. A lot of damage right here for XFinesse, and XFinesse literally turning that super bad situation into a good one, but still getting the V-trigger activation. Here comes Punk.
Okay, I was very ready for Punk to just mash his own V-trigger in response to the snatch. Okay, but we get it there. Sometimes I know things about stuff. XFinesse is pushing Punk back into the corner. That hit should do it. The first game on the board goes to XFinesse. And I gotta say, I liked a lot of what Punk did there, but I said as we were loading in on the game that sometimes it feels like Punk cannot be in serious mode, and you can see some flakiness. And I sense maybe a little bit of that flakiness there. Maybe I'm reading too much into it, but I think there's like a looseness to some of what Punk was doing in that game.
Yeah, well, hopefully we'll see Punk clean it up just a little bit. He's definitely going to have to. We had a trip to grand finals on the line, and here we go, activation station right here.
That's
and
so
using the grab to bypass it. Very, very nice.
Punk still has the life lead. Damn. Flickers, the frame advantage don't matter. Ed Flicker on block turns this game into a feel-based game. Everybody wanted it. There you go. Pick Ed Boy. Gray life on the table. No anti-airs on the jump in. Nice confirm on the low forward out of Punk, who has a little bit of damage on the table still. Back throw, not going to be enough, but we've got some EX bar in the tank.
Here we go. More fireballs. Punk willing to take the V-trigger pressure right here.
Yeah, took the whole thing, but that throw actually does give XFinesse the life lead. Pulls out the view reversal, and the frame trap works out for XFinesse.
Yep, using all of that to his advantage. Was able to literally just get walked into, was willing to get walked into the corner right there. Wow, a lot of stun on Punk's side. Getting mauled in the corner, but gonna get activation here into the other side.
right? Getting a little bit of a plus frames on the JoJo punches. And just the way I get that nobody wants to engage with Ed VT1, but I feel like eating like a throw or two is not the worst thing in the world when people are getting smoked out trying to jump over it. I'm a little bit surprised at how aggressively people are trying to avoid engaging with it.
Yeah, and it's like the risk isn't worth it, and trying to go for that low forward right there, because he knows like critical art is definitely on deck and be able to tech that, and seriously going for it, trading that hit right there in XFinesse. Doesn't need a lot right here.
30 seconds left. Oh, the crouching jab is going to be enough to do it after that dash. XFinesse up 2 games over Punk, and I immediately have to wonder, is Punk going to ride this out with Luke, or do we switch characters here? Because, I mean, we know Punk plays basically the whole roster. And I don't expect... Yeah, we're going to let it ride with the Luke. Okay.
Honestly, one of the best characters in the game. Pretty good matchup spread, so I say, hey, why not? You got this far, so...
Right, crush counter starter out of Punk, forcing XFinesse back. But I mean, XFinesse is just so willing. Wow, so smart from XFinesse. I think Punk needs to start representing some low threats in his frame traps, because XFinesse is willing to take the throw, but in that spot was also, you know, had the presence of mind to walk back. So it's like a shimmy in and of itself isn't going to work. You need to bring the low threat to force XFinesse to crouch block.
Yeah, this man is always going to go low forward to try to get a conversion right here. And he literally held in V-trigger just for this situation right here to make sure that he can maximize it in the corner for that round win. And he is going to need it. He's got a long, long way to go.
Flicker. Oh my god, a whiff punish on the flicker. Punk presses the issue, has XFinesse back up against the corner, and this is Punk's win condition. Get you in the corner, open up his game. Suddenly you can't walk back. The shimmy game becomes guarantee real. But the overcommitment, just engage with the V-trigger.
Yeah, and this is what you talked about, right? The risk reward is just not worth it. Like trying to just jumping and trying to avoid in general. Like, wow, another flicker job, and all of a sudden, no one's home for that, bucko.
Right, how much damage does XFinesse have?
Oh,
in the back?
yeah,
We've
that's
got one more bar.
more
We
than
have
enough.
enough damage. It is set point for XFinesse. Looking to get that run back against Mono in the grand finals. Is Punk going to have an answer to it?
Here we go. Standing roundhouse once again, but gonna be pushing to the corner right here. This is where Punk works.
All right, trigger activation. Is he gonna push this? Oh yeah, he is gonna play for the knockdown, V-shift, V-break. We've seen how much damage can be found on that punish. Punk actually gets a little bit lucky that it's only a minor punish on him there. XFinesse sitting fully loaded with resources. How far are we gonna press this? Punk about to be fully loaded on CA as well. This is such a tight spot for the both of them. If XFinesse gets one touch, then a CA might kill depending on the starter. Okay, now we're at approximately one touch situation for both. Punk has to spend the V-reversal in order to slow things down.
Yeah, next conversion might net a victory for these two. Oh my goodness, but using the EX hopper and get off of me. And it's gonna be able to pop that flicker jab EX and get the dub. 3-0 and a handshake and a disconnect. XFinesse gonna fight Mono. My fault, but it's all good, bro, because we in grand finals. Mono versus XFinesse. XFinesse playing like crazy right now.
Yeah, but that being said, Mono on the winner side and sent XFinesse down after a 3-1 performance when they played on the winners finals. So, I mean, Mono looked real strong against XFinesse. XFinesse was having a really hard time finding where on the screen they could do what they wanted to do in order to, like, open up their offense. But, you know, XFinesse has been playing a little bit. Damn! I was about to say maybe they're warm, but Mono's looking warmer.
Yeah, a little choreography right now, bro. Like, literally just laying down the cower crouch. And we're going to see that a lot like we saw in the previous match in Winners Finals, to where that that B gauge is used for defensive measures only. That's right. Hey, he's like, hey, look, I can take it, man. I will sit here and block for as long as I need to, but that poison is working against you. The ticking clock. You always have this working against you.
That ticking clock is a real problem. It has been a real problem for everybody against Mono so far tonight. But it's been a big problem right now for XFinesse. Any standing short, I think, should be enough to kill. Damn, watch a standing short leave XFinesse at 1 health. Okay, no, there's Gray life now. It's not going to matter anymore, but 25 seconds left on the clock. Mono still has a fair bit of life lead. Has V... Oh, damn, I'm surprised that it was a V-trigger activation. I was about to say, between V-reversal and V-shift, Mono's got plenty of resources to keep the game slow, but no, wanted to force the issue.
Wow, just pushing through all of that. Once again, willing to dictate the pace. If Luke isn't willing to throw fireballs to try to get in, then the fireballs are going to end up clashing with the poison. And Mono, he's like, hey, we'll definitely 1000% take this.
Mono's pressure right now is looking so difficult to deal with. And he just backs way off, right? Nullifies as much of the V-trigger as he can. He has been the only one that has found an answer in order to nullify that V-trigger, right? Like, Punk ate so much damage just trying to do cheeky stuff through the V-trigger in order to take it off the table. And Mono just waits, blocks a little bit, and is like, all right, cool, here's where I V-reversal, nullify the whole thing. Damn, you thought you could stutter step through? Absolutely not. This angle is covered, my guy. Bring out another gumball, it's not gonna matter. EX command dash through, I don't care. You spend a bar on that, I still have the life lead. 40 seconds left on the clock, and Mono is looking comfortable. You cannot take this space. EX hands, first game on the board for Mono.
Attacking from literally any range, Mono has been able to dictate the pace of these games by thinking that it's safe to get within his threat range and then seeing if you can just hit a button to really crack open his defense, and then he just turns it on when he needs to. And Mono going to be up 1 game in this grand finals right now.
Oh, okay, wanted for the sweep underneath the Sword Strong. We're not going to get it, but Mono's still looking comfortable. Flicker starter here for XFinesse, but I feel like XFinesse has not really found that chance that we've seen in their best games to really end up in the pocket and able to run that immaculate offense, that deconstructive offense that they've been running against other people.
Oh yeah, tried to catch him jumping right there. Was able to catch him right there with the double knees, and now full screen V trigger. But is Mono just gonna fly over it? No, he's gonna take it.
I think there's one, maybe 2 hits left on it. Yeah, there was only 1 hit left. He ate through the entire V trigger with his poison cloud and his poison traps. On the back foot here, but catches the backdash, applies the poison, needs to V-shift back, does XFinesse, but this poison is the great equalizer here. If Mono is able to keep this game slow right now. What a throw tech. And he's about to take the lead again. Okay.
Able to just really keep the persistence up with the fireballs right here. Just keep throwing them. Knowing that he was probably going to win that war of attrition with the projectile game.
The late cancel on the fireball toss. Mono comfortable just slowly walking forward, but XFinesse starting to finally get a read on the rhythms. But as I say that, Mono is getting a little bit more comfortable with the reads against the fireball timing, and 1 jump on a fireball is way more impactful than a jab flicker. Oh, you thought you could dash? Jesus Christ, there was a reset in the middle of that? You're dead, yeah? You're definitely... No, you're not. You're dead after. It was a formality.
Just a couple of resets off, no big deal. But Mono literally just after that left-right, literally keeping the pressure in the corner right there and making XFinesse the button unbelievable. I got hit too. Like,
yeah, no, absolutely. You are in good company, Pimp Daddy Kane.
Wow, just nullifying the fireball with the EX hands.
You gotta spend money to make money. Mono 1 touch away from being able to close out this round with a stun. What? Oh my God!
Mono, we're sorry. We're sorry. Oh my goodness. The final boss looking real beatable by an expert. Mono.
God damn.
Shouts out to all games done quick.
Yo, are we speedrunning Casa Grands right now? Is that what you're suggesting? Any percent grand finals?
Hey, Mono looking to set a record right here. This is the CEO 2021 champion. Don't forget. Mono
Oh,
says.
I
Mono
can't
says.
forget that set was insane.
Mono says. I've never left.
He's like, that ring is still mine.
Oh my goodness. So here we go. We gotta ice the kicker a little bit. And as chat has been just completely just letting everybody know, Ajax is also on the squad, a known training partner for Mono, and Mono is like, yeah, I happen to know the matchup, sir. I happen to know how this works. So here we go. Going to be going with not only V skill 2, but V trigger 2 as well.
Yeah, making a change. I think hopefully that's going to bring a different type of intensity here, just because Mono has entirely nullified VT1 for XFinesse.
Okay, a little bypass on that move right there with the V skill.
Right. Oh, but even still, I mean, you can change the V skill and the V trigger, but there's still all the other stuff on the table that Mono has brought in terms of matchup knowledge, where to stand on the screen, where to use that standing short, how to apply the trap in order to slow you down. XFinesse is going to need to really change some stuff up. Has the life lead and the positional advantage right now. V shift into V break, but surrenders their turn still at the corner. Mono doing a great job of cheating out extra turns. Oh my god.
Wow, and cheat out some more extra turns with that frame
was
kill off
gross.
the EX.
This man is a cheater.
Mono says, I've read the scrolls. I've gathered all the data I need to. Gonna be a V-trigger activation right here. Enhanced Snatcher definitely on deck.
All right,
oh, yeah.
How far are we going to be able to press this? We don't have a whole lot of damage in the back. No, Mono actually overcommits. Used the EX command dash to get out, but it looked like he did something after. I think maybe he would have been able to block. But a critical round on the board for XFinesse to slow down that momentum out of Mono.
Yeah, definitely has a long way to go. Don't forget, XFinesse still needs an additional 3 after this to win the tournament.
Okay, EX Psycho Upper out of XFinesse. Doing a much better job this round, and it can't just be the V skill and the V trigger. There has to be more to the difference that XFinesse brings to the table. EX Psycho Upper again. Mono is just not checking them anymore. I feel like they were all baited previously, but XFinesse must have just... There's something different to the energy that XFinesse is bringing to the table in that game that Mono wasn't... just lost the read that he had for a minute there.
XFinesse completely turning it around. It's the costume change, honestly. He has the Tims on. So, you know, we gotta stomp him out one time. For MY. Might be that MY energy he's bringing. But Mono still in the lead. Very, very powerful right now. With a W by his name. He only needs to win this one game to win the tournament.
Mono tries to take his turn with the stand short, but they end up just resetting. Maybe it's more of this willingness to reset, disengage, and re-engage on his own terms out of XFinesse, that it's, you know, playing less into how intelligently Mono can counterpoke, but these dash checks are still huge, and Mono firmly in the driver's seat, this poison mounting up, and even the way Mono constructs his offense, once the poison is on, it's not necessarily about, like, I don't need the frame trap to connect. I don't need to open up the strike throw game. My goal is to keep you here blocking, generate gray life, and have all of it add up by way of poison. Tournament point for Mono.
Yeah, once I have you in that DOT, I'm literally just trying to occupy your time. And you can take as much time as you want to, but as long as this status effect is on you, like, I'm gonna slow down the pace as much as I need to get this W, and that's right now the game plan that we're seeing out of Mono. But here we go. XFinesse starting to strike back. Gets the EX, the little shimmy into another flicker jab into the corner, the staggered pressure, and yes, just an easy bust out right here. Little coward crouch, EX, and wow.
So that V skill is making a difference in the sense that the way that Mono has been applying the poison trap is, you know, XFinesse has an answer to it now. And I think maybe that's part of what's going on here, but now with life being about even, and if Mono uses the EX trap, it lingers long enough that it doesn't necessarily matter. Life is so even, trigger activation out of XFinesse. V shift into V break, so Mono's not going to get his own trigger now.
V shift very smart in that instance and backing away from the range of the EX snatcher. Doesn't want to fall victim to it.
The poison is
a lot
still
of gray
adding
life.
up. The gray life and the poison. Mono's ended up with the life lead. The jump in over the snatch. Mono's gonna get it. Ends up getting the damage by way of the poison. Slow and steady wins the race. Mono with a 3-1 to close out Grand Finals and win this week's Casa Street Fighter 5 bracket.
Yeah, we don't.
Any of these counter pokes that Itachi's Legacy is throwing out. Wow, the patience to wait for the kite, but still comes down with a button. Does Itachi's Legacy? Are we going to stay same side? Yes, we are. We're going to go for the throw on the reset. A second throw? That was going to be 3.
Yes, yes. You always go for 3.